I'm already having sort of a weird day because I had to put my girl's cat down today. Well, I didn't have to. She was just out of town, so I saw an opportunity. Me and my chick are in like a little bit of a fight because she was on her period, and I guess for girls, your first period's like a big deal. Okay, that's a period joke for the... Okay. Ladies, if it makes you feel better, I'll always have sex with my chick when she's on her period, but I do always run outside naked after with the blood on my dick screaming, I just killed my cat. That's like a fun cat gag that I do. That's a cat joke. So they don't like cat jokes either. Making notes of that. It's really hard to figure out what these people want. Because the internet sort of tells people how they want the world to be, but real life sorts it out a bit. You've seen things that'll be like, every girl should be allowed to walk through a dark alley at any time of night with her tits out. And real life's like, yeah, but don't though. What are you, crazy? Mental? I've even seen things on the internet that'll be like, women are just as strong as men. And it's like, okay, then why are you so easy for me to put in my trunk? You know what I mean? Hey. And I'm not even macho. I was baptized. I don't want to tell you whether my priest molested me just because true gentlemen don't kiss and tell, but it's none of your business. No, he didn't. He didn't molest me. But he did dip my naked body underwater, then whispered into my ear, you're so fucking wet right now. So it's like, it was an adult baptism. You guys are being weird. I actually got my face bitten off by a dog once when I was younger, and the family told me that I was 12, and they go, you can decide whether they're gonna put the dog down. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, kill him, easiest choice I've ever made in my life. I'm there with jumper cables, can we make it slow? No, I obviously said don't kill him, but then a month later, the dog bit off a baby's finger. Yeah, I'm like, this baby is gonna have some tough decisions to make. What we're doing with this dog's life. The good news, ladies, is that men commit suicide at a 3 times higher rate because the future's female. So that's the good news. You don't think that's what it is? What do you think? Do you think the God's just killing off the sad boys to make more pussy for the rest of us? Is that possibly what? 2 chicks per dick, the way Allah intended? That's what you get? Well, I don't know. Why do men commit? Do you think that men are more depressed or they're just better at following through on their plans? What do you guys think? Well, dudes are a little extreme. It's like, I'm gonna kill myself. And you go, take a day. Girls is more like, you know what? That's it. I'm killing myself. Like, did you guys hear? I'm about to... 2 Flintstone vitamins, yeah. Instagram story, goodbye, cruel world. Do you remember parents used to say that? There's kids starving in Africa, you gotta eat your food. African kids love it when you finish your food. It's like their favorite thing, right? They get stoked. They're like, yes, I knew we could do it. And they get pissed when you don't finish. They're like, what the hell? Not even the broccoli? Oh. Do you remember you used to have all those commercials for starving African kids? You don't see them anymore because we solved it by eating our vegetables, so congratulations. Yeah. No, it didn't help, but it kind of felt like it did a little bit, right? It's kind of like going up to a homeless guy and you're like, really good news. I'm using every room in my house. There was an empty room, but I put an office there in solidarity. There will be no waste in the Long household. I know, it's f***ed up. A lot of dudes shoot up schools and malls because they don't get pussy a lot of times, which means girls could solve the whole thing but choose not to, but... You're busy, but also explains why no chicks do that. If any girl tonight was like, I'm gonna shoot this mall up unless I get some dick, like within a half hour. 10,000 dudes would be showing up at that mall like, that's not what your country could do. Proud to be an American. I don't know, did you go back to condoms? Like, I don't know, do you guys wear condoms?
No.
No, yeah, this guy's like, she wants safe sex, I hand her a mouth guard. Well, a girl usually pretends at the beginning she wants to wear a condom or it's suspicious. Like, at first time, you're like, I'm gonna put a condom on. She's like, no, I need the nectar. You're like, what are you up to? Because a girl can trap a dude with a baby. You can't trap a girl like, yeah, I got you pregnant. Right? If you want to trap a girl, you have to do it slowly and methodically, like pry her away from her friends and family. Make her dependent on you financially. Lower her self-esteem. Maybe hit the wall behind her head every now and then. Let her know there's consequences for leaving. If you want to be that person, if you want to be that guy. Well, there's a lot of articles. They're like, then you stop testing makeup on animals, and I'm always kind of like, who gives a shit, right? But I didn't know they were torturing the I thought they were just putting the mascara on the cats. I'm picturing a cat in a makeup chair. You know, how much mascara till this cat looks like a whore? We made Whiskers look fuckable. I'm picturing a scientist, he's putting the mascara, gets a boner, he goes, that's the amount right there, that's the recipe. Send that off to L'Oreal. Girls say they want an emotional guy the way that dudes are like, I want a girl that wants to fuck all the time. Then you actually date a girl that wants to fuck all the time, and you're like, this is hell on earth. You want that sometimes, that you can't go anywhere, you're at a baptism, she's like, fuck me on the baby. Driving home, she's like, let me give you roadhead. You're like, you're driving. This is out of control. My parents are in the back seat with the baby from the baptism. But it is a little unfair. You always hear, behind every great man's an even greater woman. But you never hear, behind every man that committed atrocities is a woman who's even more atrocious. Like, do you guys think Hitler's girlfriend loved Jews? I think she was in on the project, personally. Hitler came home after doing art or whatever Hitler was up to back then. It was like, how was your day, Eva? And she was like, I don't know, Hitler. She's really naggy, Hitler's girlfriend. I don't know, Hitler. I was just talking to a real man today, David Rosenberg. What are you gonna do about it? Man that can grow a full mustache. She died though, which is probably good. If Hitler's girlfriend didn't die, she'd have a blog right now, 10 ways to know when you were dating a narcissist. Hitler's girlfriend would have a podcast with Anne Frank about how they're both victims. Okay. 2 more bad things and I'm gonna move on. I would love to wear makeup. I wore makeup one time and my girl was all like, oh, you can't do blackface, it's racist. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be a white Bill Cosby for Halloween. I dress up like Bill every year. I'm not about to stop now just because he's innocent. I saw an article on the internet. It was like all women need to put coasters on their drinks because men are trying to slip pills. And it was like all these celebrities. And it was like David Blaine, the magician's trying to date rape. And I was like, okay, sorry to burst your bubble, but if the #1 magician in the world, David Blaine, wants to put a pill in your drink, I don't know what difference a coaster is going to make in this situation. I'm just saying, David Blaine could be date raping us all right now. And there is nothing nobody could do. He'd be in a different country doing it. You're just gonna wake up in the morning, cough out the condom, like, oh, what the fuck? It's attached to another condom, they just keep coming. And if it's in a consent form you signed, plain. You know, they always say happy wife, happy life, but men are more statistically likely to kill their partner, so who should really be making who? I'm just saying, happy husband, don't get bludgeoned. Maybe. I'm not. You know what I honestly think? And this is a positive to girls. I think girls are just better at rationalizing a bad situation. I have a friend, she got in a car accident, and she comes back, she goes, you know what, guys, I think I needed to go through that. I go, what? You need to go through what? The red light? How are you possibly trying to make this positive? Girls will be going to jail for life, like part of a woman's journey, you know? You're like, you murdered your children. It's like, well, yeah, I needed to focus on me. There is a lot of Gen Z and millennials or bitches stuff on the internet, which is true a little bit, but I don't like hearing it from someone that's too much older when it'll be like, men used to be men and we used to know how to treat a woman and they would respect us. And it's like, you also used to punch them way more. We used to hold a door for a damsel, but you also used to jam her head in the door if dinner wasn't prepared. So don't get mad at me when I open the door a crack, sidle through, and then don't punch you. That is fair, right? That's a fair trade-off. All I'm saying is chivalry came with a lot of fat lips. Hey. So when your girl's like, oh, would you take a bullet for me? It's like, why don't you just not be on set with Alec Baldwin in the first place? And we don't have to have these conversations.